Hi, friends from Mixtapeladoa. This is Alan, and today we have the great opportunity to talk to Brandt Brauer and Frick. How are you doing, guys?
We're really good. We are in Austin, Texas, to perform at the South by Southwest Festival. Yeah, so our show is tomorrow. Tonight we have a DJ gig, and here we are at the Austin Film School and just had an interesting talk about synthesizers in film music. So yeah, we're having a good time.
That's awesome. South by Southwest. How is that the change? Because for what I know, it's a big difference between Germany and Texas, right?
It's a big difference, yeah. I mean, it's crazy because for this festival, there's so many artists and people from the music industry all in one place. So it's a good opportunity to meet many different diverse people. And yeah, we have a few more days here and there's really like program all the time. There's so many concerts you can watch. And when you watch one concert, you are missing 50 others. Yeah. But yeah, we're really glad to be here.
And you think in this opportunity that you are in Texas in this big event like South by Southwest, do you think it's going to influence now in making a new single, making new music for you guys?
Hard to tell. We still have to find out. If we see something that's super inspiring, maybe, you know. Yeah. But I mean, at the moment, we just finished the album, so we're happy that we have this whole body of work done, and we're not yet thinking about new stuff.
Talking about the new album, I listened to the new single, Act 1. I like the extended version. I listened both versions, and it's very cool how the introduction comes with Mikey Blanco. How this collaboration came together?
Well, I mean, we've been fans of Mikey Blanco for a long time, and then we had a connection through someone else. It just happened, and then basically for the album that we're doing, we made this questionnaire, which is about questions about faith, rituals, and the future. And we also sent it to him and talked in advance about it. And then he came up with this amazing story. So basically on the day of recording, he already had all the lyrics done, and he just was reading it out, and it was just absolutely perfect. We couldn't have wished for anything better. And so it was really, really good collaboration, actually.
Yes, I also listened to the story about how he met this person. And I really thought like you guys worked together with doing the lyrics and the melodies at the same time, but when he came out with the lyrics before, it's very inspiring.
No, I mean, we had made an instrumental, and he heard that before, and then he came up with the lyrics. But the thing was that through his lyrics, the song changed as well. And originally, the song was only consisting of the first part, where there's a long speech on top. And then because of the lyrics, they were just longing for creating this kind of dance track that happens afterwards. So basically, he influenced as well what we were doing. So it was that kind of collaboration, actually.
So
but it was timed in a different way.
I see. And for what I was listening to this new single, there's a lot of percussions in the song. Do you use percussions before in the other singles, or this is try to be something different?
We have definitely in most of our songs a lot of percussion, which is mostly played by this man here. But this single, it's very different from the rest of the album. But we thought it's a good introduction because the theme of Multi-Faith Prayer Room and the ideas behind it are just perfectly transmitted through his story. But this song, it's maybe a bit more dark and a bit more monotonous than most of the other tracks. But so some of our songs on the album are a bit more focused on harmony and melody, vocal lines, but still there's always percussion because we make physical music that we would love people to dance to. So you need a bit of percussion.
Yeah, usually I have an understanding with electronic music, usually you hear the beats and there's no so many instrumentals. Where with you guys, I listening like other songs, you have like a guitar, I can listen to drums in this one, some percussions. There's some influence for you when you're making this album that you're gonna release soon?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of influences, I would say. It's just everything that we listen to and that we experience that kind of feeds into it. But I mean, we always had the approach to use a lot of acoustic instruments in our music, but actually on this album, it's much less than it was before. But we still have that attitude. And even if it's an electronic instrument or sample, we treat it like an actual instrument. And so yeah, for us, it's always about like a specific acoustic quality.
And I guess with this album, it's a bit like a circle because we work together, the three of us, for 15 years now. And Jan and Daniel, so Brandt and Brauer, worked together for even longer than that, and they had bands together before. So, you know, all of our history filters into it. And with this album of trying to get back a bit more on the dance floor, that was a bit also a reference to our beginnings, because in the beginning we wanted to make some sort of techno music that sounds a bit different. And for some time we were not so interested in proper, pure club music anymore. And it somehow came back. And maybe one influence on the treatment of vocals was like a 90s French house, like filter house, where you have like little samples of voice that get filtered. But actually the Mickey Blanco track is not a good example for that. It's more like other tracks on the album.
Right. Actually, when I was listening to this new song that you guys came out, kind of remind me of this one song of Daft Punk that is only like Gregory by Murder, if I don't remember well. That it comes with somebody is talking. It's like in a speech, and you hear the melody, and then it comes like the beats after like 2 or 3 minutes long. And that's how I felt it with Act One. It was like,
yeah, I think you mean the one with Giorgio Moroder talking.
That one, exactly. Yes,
where
yes.
he says like, yeah, but friends call me Giorgio.
Yeah.
And that's another great reference that we only thought afterwards. But Marshall Jefferson, this like one of the first big house artists, house music artists, he had this song called Mushrooms, where somebody talks about his mushrooms experience.
Oh,
it's very different, but it also has the thing of somebody telling a great psychedelic story on a house beat.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna put it to check it out later. Mushrooms.
Marshall Jefferson, Mushrooms, and I think it's called Electric Lighthouse Remix, something like that.
Oh, okay.
And actually, there's a new remix out now of Act One by Nathan Melia, and he basically turned it into that world of Marshall Jefferson. But suddenly it sounded, that's how we realized, oh wow, this is actually quite close to it, because it has more of a housey vibe. That's probably interesting to check out as well. That just came out today.
Is there's gonna be any tour coming soon for you guys?
Well, we just toured through Europe for the last 3 weeks before we got to Austin. And now we're working on preparing a tour probably for autumn again, but we have a few gigs throughout the summer.
You were probably going to ask about Latin America and Peru. No, we really want to come back, and that's going to happen, but there's nothing fixed yet. Yeah, we've had one concert in Peru, in Lima, like in 2019, and that was really nice. And for like all the times we played in Latin America, there seems to be some kind of connection with our music, because we also love our music's partly very influenced by, you know, rhythmical figures like clave, which is like tangent, which is, you can hear it in many techno pieces. So we always felt like somehow there's a relationship to our music. And we have a few songs, like older songs, that have like reference to Latin music. Like we have this track called Mi Corazón, where when you hear it, you hear instantly it's kind of influenced by South American music. So yeah, we just hope to come back very soon.
If there's any date for this new album is coming?
It's 2nd of June.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'm ready for summertime. Yeah, that's nice.
Exactly.
Making other people move.
Yes.
That's the plan. Let's see if it works.
You guys were telling also you did a tour in Europe like for 3 weeks. It might happen in Latin America, but what about in the US?
Well, we're planning to do because we also do this installation, multi-faith prayer room, that's connected to the album. It's like an immersive sound installation, and we're planning to do it in San Francisco in autumn, but that's not 100% yet. And so, yeah, I mean, we're just kind of restarting everything again, and there will be more touring happening. Probably next year is going to be the year of touring.
Thank you so much for your time, Daniel, Jen. I really appreciate the time with you. I can't wait for June 2nd to listen to your album, and hopefully you guys can have the time to come back to Peru.
Thank you very much, Alan. That was a big pleasure. And yeah, we hope to see you in Lima.
Have a great time.
Cool.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.